The Pope and the Ninja. And the ogre disappeared into the demon's territory. Happy ending. It's not happy. After all, the ogre was not killed. I told that to the boy in front of me. I look at his state. The boy stuffs his mouth with cake comfortably. Although the age shows the appearance suitably, the inside should not match the appearance. After all, this boy is a reincarnated person. Uh-oh. And so, in your view, was that ogre a reincarnated person? I don't know. After all, I was attacked before I can talk to it. The boy, whose present name is Sajin, and it's said that his previous life's name is Kasuma Shinobu. Sajin has a unique skill called Ninja, and it has the ability specialized in information gathering and assassination. No, I'm thinking of a different story. Rather than that, it's said that it was not even a negotiation. I was almost killed. Is that guy really a reincarnated person? I had you to contact it in order to confirm it. The unique individual ogre that appeared near the border of the demon's territory and the Empire. The combat ability that far exceeds the ordinary ogre, the wisdom to set traps to annihilate the adventurers, and above all, the unknown skill that creates magic swords. Even only with those fragmentary information, it can be said that the possibility that the ogre is a reincarnated person was high. The reincarnated people have some other inborn unique skills that others don't, like Saijin's ninja skill. That skill and the n%i=w skill that the effect is still unknown. These two are the proofs of reincarnated people. Sajin's existence is large that I notice the fact. Sajin was born as the son of my dark subordinate that I control directly in the Divine Word religion. Although it's normal to not appraise unless a certain age is reached for the nobles in other countries, the child born in the dark side appraised early and the ability is measured regularly. The appraisal was used in order to understand the state of the newborn child, and the abnormality of Sajin was discovered at that time. He was born with a large amount of skill points that's normally impossible, and he possessed 2 skills by birth. Moreover, both were skills that I had not seen before. I used the ruler authority immediately and confirmed the details of the skills and whether there are other existences that have the similar skill. As a result, it was confirmed that there were many as 2 babies who had the n%i=w skill within my own country other than Sajin. It might be some kind of fate that one of them was abandoned to the church. Oh, her. I stationed my subordinate under the direct control in the church and gave the order to start monitoring and guard. At the same time, I placed the monitoring and the guard on the another one secretly. If I think I might have already sensed some kind of omen at this time, that changed into conviction when Potamus, who's the chief of the elves, came and demanded to hand over the children who have the n%i=w skill, saying that the children who have the skill will give a big influence to the world. The elves' move means that it's much. These guys means that it's that much. These guys won't move by slight matter. When those guys move, that's when the world moves greatly. The children who have the n%i=w have the value for it. And it became clear when Sajin be able to talk, even though it's a baby talk, something called reincarnated people told from Sajin's mouth. It was a shock. The humans of a different world are reborn in this world. Is there such a thing? What can be thought is the existence of the high-rank administrator, the system constructor whose existence is higher than Kokuryu-sama. The existence that exists in a far-off place, it's only known as the code called D. D. The reincarnated people might have been sent into this world by the person's intention. I can only think that way. Otherwise, the existence of inborn skills and skill points is impossible in the system. If they were born without an intention, that means that an important effect has been generated in the system. It's impossible if I see Kokuryu-sama's state that I encountered some time ago. If such a serious problem had occurred, there's no way that a person will leave it. Old man, don't go for a trip. Ooh, sorry. When I think about something, I neglect the surroundings unconsciously. That was bad. Was it the talk about the ogre? Whether it's a reincarnated person or not, anyway, the ogre will be killed if it's in that condition. The Empire's judgment to push it into the demon is not wrong if it's beyond the human's control. I wonder... Wait, who's talking? That ogre is dangerous. Can that be killed? It seems that the assault of the 2 prominent users didn't even kill it in the report, but it escaped means that it might have been cornered. That means that it's not a monster that can't be killed. However, it's only the fact that it's the present stage. The growth rate of the reincarnated people is simply abnormal. I can understand it well if I see Sajin. He originally has a unique skill and high skill points by birth, and in addition, because he grows up mentally, he understands quicker than a normal child. Even though he's still a child, he has the ability at the same level of the adult who has accumulated special training. If he grows up at this rate, he would acquire the power to the extent that normal humans can't compete with. The same thing can be said to the ogre if it's a reincarnated person. Moreover, Sajin's growth is no match for the degree of the ogre's growth. It has the ability that can escape the prominent users of Empire at present. If the Empire's elites, even one person can kill a monster of the dangerous degree, B class. That didn't match with it means that the ogre's danger degree is at least A class. When thinking about the growth in the future, it might be dangerous if more time passed. If the demons will kill it, I have nothing to say. If possible, I prefer that it can inflict damage to the demons before it's subjugated. Will it go so conveniently? If it doesn't go well, that time is that time. That's all for the ogre's matter. Let's process our matter. Okay, enemy-san is hooked to the bait. That's good fortune. Now, I pray that Ogiwara would do as well. These are two reincarnated people who I protected, Sajin and the orphan named Yurin. And the other one, the boy called Ogiwara Kenichi, whose present name is Yu-Gi-Oh, is placed under observation. Yu-Gi-Oh. I took contact with this Yu-Gi-Oh recently and instructed the technique of intelligence. And he was drove out of the country, taking the appearance that the family moved outside of the country in order to show a chance. Ugio was not monitored anymore, was kidnapped by the elves. Although I bet half of it will fail, apparently the elves are obsessed with the reincarnated people. Oh. I can only think that they kidnap him, taking the danger into account. It's convenient for us, though. I hoped it would go well. Even though it's to investigate the internal conditions of the elves, Ugio will have to cross a dangerous bridge. If something happens, it will worsen with the aftertaste a little. If it's Ogi, he can handle it flawlessly. Although I feel relieved to shine Sajin's light tone, I pray that the other reincarnated persons sneak into the elves' inside well. Yeah, that's the guy who was, the spy. Yeah, I remember that. That happened. Oh, for sure. Cool. So, yesterday's episode went up late because, I got home after 7 and just ended up talking to a bunch of people for a while and then just got around to it later. Today's episode is going up late, despite the fact that I had plenty of time to do it. I was just a lot of procrastinating and also working out more script system stuff for automating this further, which I may get into in the future because it's super fucking fun.